Peace and Black Power, everybody. I want to welcome you to another NCRBGZ Productions. And with that being said, I want to thank you for taking the time out, your busy schedule, to be here today with me. Like always, I ask you to thumb up the video, leave a comment, share the video, let your friends know that we are live, and give us some constructive criticism or comments so we can learn from our mistakes. With that being said, let me share this and let the family know that we're live right now, and then we're gonna jump in, because it's very important that we get financially literate in the times that we're in right now. Our finance is finances and wealth go hand in hand in a sense, right? You have a lot of people that are sick, upset, can't function, lives are torn apart because of finances. And this is something that we have to do our best ability to just understand and learn a little bit more about it. Like, I don't know it all, so I'm still in a learning phase myself, family, right? So what I wanted to do today is I wanted to talk about, until some of my colleagues come on the show, I'm just going to talk about a couple things. What I want to really focus on today is having multiple streams of income. That's something that I'm going to focus on today, is having multiple streams of income and ways that you can get money doing simple things that you do every day, right? Because a lot of us do things on a daily basis and we do not get paid for it. So I just wanted to give a couple examples of things that you can do to make extra money while you are at home, at work, or just about living your daily lives, right? Now, one thing that you can do to make extra money is to become an affiliate marketer. Now, affiliate marketing is when companies pay you to promote their products. So, a lot of times that, you may buy a product from Walmart, right? And let's say that you let your friends know, or you let somebody that you let them understand how good the product is, how the product works, and how you happy with that product, and how you got it for a cheap price. Well, Walmart offers an affiliate program wherein you sign up, they give you an affiliate link, and you share that link to your family members, or you share it on Facebook, on social media, if you're on Instagram, if you're on Twitter, and anybody that uses your referral link and purchase anything, you get a percentage of that purchase. So that is a way that you can make extra money just by affiliate marketing. A lot of companies offer this. Amazon offers affiliate marketing. You have there's so many companies. Amazon, Walmart, you can Target, Shores. If you name it, most of these companies offer affiliate marketing. And also, it's certain websites that you can go to wherein all they do is affiliate marketing. And they actually market products that haven't even hit the market yet. And you can go about signing up, become affiliate marketing, and you can promote these products and you'll get a percentage of them if they sell. So that's something that a lot of people do. You know, a lot of times we buy stuff and we talk about it. So word of mouth is ways that you can make money, do affiliate marketing, right? Another way that you can make another stream of income by doing something that most of us do anyway is by watching videos. Certain companies pay you just to watch videos. You can watch videos and get paid to watch these videos. You can do online gaming and they pay you to do online gaming. You can take surveys. They pay you for your surveys. And this is ways that you can make extra money just by doing surveys or watching videos on YouTube, you know, or if you're a gamer and you stream your games, you can get paid just by doing that, right? That is another way that you can generate extra income by doing stuff that you do every day. Because we're just trying to talk about multiple streams of income. So you can see how you can make money, extra money, by doing some common sense things that you're doing anyway. So you might as well get paid for doing that. With that being said, I see we have one of the panel members up here. So I want to give a brother the opportunity to unmute his mic, introduce himself to the family.
Peace, everybody. It's Master U. Yeah, great to be here for another financial literacy conversation. Just got off work, but I said let me log in and see what his brother Set Haru is talking about. What jewels is he dropping tonight? So yeah, man, everything I've heard so far is peace, brother. So I'm gonna listen for a second while I walk into the house.
No problem. Yeah, so network marketing or retail marketing for company, affiliate marketing is a way that you can make extra money, right? You can make extra money by gaming, watching videos, filling out surveys, right? Also, Facebook and Instagram will pay you for ads if you have business pages. So with Instagram, once you get over 10,000 followers, Instagram will monetize your Instagram account and you can get paid through ads just for having 10,000 followers. Also, Facebook, if you have a Facebook business page and you get 10,000 followers, Facebook will pay you to run ads on your videos once you get 10,000 followers. YouTube will pay you also once you get over 1,000 followers on your YouTube page, 1,000 subscribers to the YouTube page. YouTube will pay you for ads in your videos. Just like Instagram will, you have to get 10,000 followers. On Facebook business page, you have to get at least 10,000 followers. And then YouTube, you have to get at least 1,000 followers. Because the way the market is today, most people are running advertisement on social media platforms because they are able to reach more people than conventional television. So now you have companies that are paying these Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. They are paying them to advertise their business. And now you can get a piece of that pie if you meet the criteria to make this money, right? So you have to look at it this way. Most of the time when you on TV, you change the channel, right? You have different stations or different channels on your TV. You have HBO, you got ESPN, you got Fox, you got CNN, you got BET, right? You got all these different networks or channels that they run ads on. Well, social media has the ultimate channel package now because Facebook, when you make you a business page, it's like that's your own TV channel. That's your own channel. And they will pay you if you get people, they will pay you for ads to get people to tune in to your channel. You get what I'm saying? Because your business page is essentially a channel on Facebook. Your Instagram account is essentially a channel on Instagram. You want people to tune in, right? Your YouTube page is essentially a channel on YouTube that people that you want them to tune into your channel. So they are paying for ads because now with the more viewers you get, they make more revenue for ads because people possibly will purchase their products from an ad that they see on your channel. So it really is unlimited. It has changed the game as far as marketing when it comes to businesses that's trying to promote their products on social media. This is another stream, another way that you can make income just by doing something that you do every day. Most people go on social media a couple times a day, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope. There's some more. I don't know all the names of them, right? But you know, you got the TikTok now. You know, they pay you too. You know, but most people now are on some type of these streaming platforms. And now you can monetize yourself. You can monetize the information that you give if you get a following. So that's another way that you can make excess income by doing what you like to do or doing something that you do anyway. And when it comes to the social media and especially YouTube and Facebook, people are making good money a month for these ads. Now, if you want to take it a step further, if you have your own business, i.e. Shopify business, or you have your own web, if you have your own web page, you know, that you sell products on, right? If you have this hooked up to your business page, now you're talking about a whole different ball game because now your personal business that you have followers that you automatically can market your products to these people for free because they are following your business page. Also, Facebook now in turn will allow you to market your products to a larger audience. if you sign up for this product. And you also can get paid by individual businesses that will reach out to your page and want to personally market their products. That's separately from the ads. The ads are just when you watch a video and you see an ad pop up, that's Facebook paying somebody for ads. But that's separate from if you say, let's say Amazon wants to promote a certain product on my page, that's a separate check. But this is another way that you can make income just by doing something that you usually do anyway. So again, you can do the affiliate marketing, extra way to make money. You can watch videos and get paid to watch videos. You can take surveys, they pay you to take surveys. If you're a gamer, they pay you to stream your games. And then by building a following on these social media platforms, you can get paid AdSense. Just like they have the commercials on TV, they put them commercials in your videos and you can get paid, right? So these are 3 quick ways that you can generate extra income without doing anything, as some would say, extra. You're just doing what you do anyway, right? So we always want to come up with ways that we can better ourselves and generate more income while we're sleeping, right? Master, you want to say anything? Peace Queen, I see Miss Katina put something in the chat. She said yes. Let's hear about that. Yes, if you have any more questions or something I missed, please put it in the chat so I can try to address it if I can.
Yeah, brother Stuart, everything you're saying, man, is right and exact. I've never really got into the whole affiliate marketing and things of such. But I mean, you can watch, YouTube, man. There's so many people who have started all types of channels. People have channels, basically eating food. You know what I'm saying? People's up there just eating food, and people just watch it to watch these people sit and eat food. Or you got some channels up there that talk about like saving money. People show how much money they saved over 6 months or whatever it is. And sometimes these people be having thousands of subscribers. And as you were saying, the more subscribers you have, that's the more revenue that you could potentially make, because people are looking and saying like, hey, look, this person has like 10,000 followers or 20,000 followers. So they want to be able to get their product in front of those people. The same way, like in commercials and stuff, they said, look, if this TV show is on, this TV show is normally averaging 6 million people per week, per this one time slot, then, they'll pay decent amount of money because they want their advertisement to run during that time because they have more eyes on that particular TV show or on that particular YouTube channel, man. So basically everything you're saying was right and exact and great, man. Another way that you can make money, I did it for a while just by having like candy machines. I wasn't making like thousands of dollars, but like one machine, 1 month will have like 20, and I think I had a total of 3 of them. And out of all of them combined, I made it, let's just say maybe anywhere between $50 to $75 a month that I was making when I had these 3 candy machines. And some people may say, hey, look, that's no money. But to me, that's money I made when I wasn't doing anything. All I had to do was just make sure the candy was in the machine. That's it. And all the machines, I got them off like eBay for like, they were used, but, I got them, I cleaned them. And I maybe spent I think the most I spent on one was like maybe $100 and some odd dollars, but the rest of them probably like $50. And so, you know what I mean? So I made my money back, fairly easily. And I remember one time over the summer, I know 2 of the machines had made like $70, $80 some dollars a piece 1 month. So that was like just between $140 to $160 in that one particular month, just off those 2 machines. And I can't remember what the other one had made. So, I mean, some stuff that people kind of frown upon, like you were saying, brother, you really can make some money. It may not be millions of dollars, but when you're talking about financial freedom, every little bit counts. You know what I mean?
Facts. That's so true. And the fact that you mentioned the candy machine, because we was talking about gonna get us some soda machines and snack machines, like and
Doggone right.
sit them in strategic spots. Up in New Jersey, in Patterson, my folks, they told me that for the snacks and the snack machines and the soda machines, like they got routes up in the city that people that go and like, but these routes, they own all the machines and them routes. And you know what I'm saying? Because there's money to be made in them, especially if you know how to get your get your snacks and sodas at the right time. I just say that. if you know how to get them at the right time, and I'm not talking about stealing the meter, okay? So let me just kill that. But if you know how to get them, at the right time, that you really can make your money. And also being a notary, you know, you go to notary, I think it's 2 classes or 1 class. No, it's 2 classes. And well, where I'm at, it's 2 classes. I think you pay like $90. And you pass the classes. No, it's 1 class. I'm sorry, it's 1 class. It's like 4 hours. And you pass the class and you get your notary license. So now you're a licensed notary. And you can make money off being a notary. It may not be, buku money, but if you a notary and people need stuff notarized, you can get paid to notarize people's paperwork. And then you can take it a step further and start reaching out to businesses that know that they need a notary. You just go there with a cheap price and try to get these business contracts for being a notary. Just something that ain't gonna cost you more than $100 to get your notary license. And that's the way that you can make extra income and it doesn't affect your everyday job. You get what I'm saying? If you work a 9 to 5, it don't affect that. It's just something like what we would call a side hustle, right? And that's something that anybody can do. And to get their notary license and start making an extra stream of income, to help you make money, generate more income. Miss Katina put, isn't that the highest paid YouTuber, gamer? I don't know for sure, Katina, if it is a gamer, but I wouldn't be surprised if a gamer is the highest paid YouTuber. It's a guy in Greenville. They make well over $1 million on YouTube, and they just be doing random stuff, like corny shit, corny stuff to me. Be real, but they got the following and they get paid. So and that's the great thing about social media. It allows you to create content. It allows you to create something that hasn't been created before and get paid for your content. It's just a matter of picking the right content that's going to attract a lot of people to the content, right? It's going to attract a lot of people to your content and they're going to want to get the content and, generate, income, because at the end of the day, we are all trying to get that passive income. At the end of the day, we want that income that we're going to make while we sleeping. No matter what, we know the income coming in. And, we want to turn these liabilities into assets. And that's something that we have to be very keen on. And I say this a lot, is about turning your liabilities into assets. Or if you have a lot of liabilities, pay them off, get rid of them, and then start gaining more assets. Because the more assets you gain or have control of, the more money that your assets usually will bring you, right? Because assets is something that either contains value, holds value, or it grows value. But a liability is something that is very reliable, and 9 out of 10 times it doesn't hold money, or gain money. It usually loses money.
Good point there, Set. You're talking about the whole passive income, sometimes people think things are going to happen overnight, but building, other streams of income, sometimes it takes a lot of time. Sometimes it may take you 5 or 10 years before you really start seeing like big chunks of money. But I'm under the mind frame, if you can make $20 extra a month that you don't have to work for, that's $20 that you didn't work for. Some people don't make $20 an hour. Some people don't make $10 an hour. You know what I'm saying? So you may look at it $20. That's that's twice of what some people make in an hour. You were able to make that just home sitting on your tail. You know what I'm saying? So I think sometimes people kind of forget and deny the whole thing about like small beginnings. Sometimes people think, look, I'm going to go and invest in this or do this, and automatically it's supposed to give me this huge return. And more often than not, that's not always the case. So I just, for me, from my perspective, I don't care if I can make an extra $5 a month, $1 a month. That's $1 that I did not work for. Make sense what I'm saying? That's $1 that I did not work for, and that money now can make you money, which is one of the reasons. And don't mean to be bringing up stocks again, but there's certain stocks that I follow, and I understand now that we're in a pandemic and it's COVID-19 and things are cheap, et cetera, et cetera. People saying sell this stock, sell that stock, get out of this, get out of that. To me, that's a lot of panic. Any old school investor, they always say, you buy and you hold. If you buy and you hold, you are pretty much guaranteed an 8% return over the long haul. That's dealing with the law of averages, which is more than what you'll get in the bank. But more specifically for me, I look at it for the dividends. You get what I'm saying? Buying shares of companies, and these companies will pay you dividends. And I know that some companies are cutting their dividends now in order to raise cutting their dividends, using their cash, to keep the businesses afloat. But I'm telling you, these businesses will bounce back. To me, I don't care what anyone says, Delta is not going to go bankrupt. I just don't, it's just not happening. Get what I'm saying? Wells Fargo is probably not the world's best bank. It is not. They have, a lot of fraudulent things. I mean, they do. I mean, it's bad. Wells Fargo has done like a lot of bad stuff. But outside of that, well, I can't say outside of it because I'm not downplaying it. But anyway, what I will do is invest in that bank. And, while they're like 20 some odd dollars, when I know beforehand they were trading for like 50. So when things get back on track, Wells Fargo is one of the biggest banks in the world. So even though all that stuff they did, which was negative, I don't personally have any accounts with them. But what I will do is I will buy stocks, and I know this stock will grow. I may have to wait a year or two. It will grow. But then also too, I think I said this before, they're paying 50 cents per dividend per quarter. I think it was over $2.08, $2.04 over the span of a year. So if you own one stock, they will pay you $2.04. So you can imagine if you own 100 or 600 or 700, how much money you can make just they will they will pay you this money every quarter, and not just them. Just different banks, man, that you can invest into. Or just different companies that you may follow. Some people go by clothes, and this stuff we already talked about before. You're talking about passive income. Some people go to Children's Place and buy clothes or whatever it is. Any company that you research, that you believe in, that you're always spending your money at this company, go buy stocks. Go buy stock in that company. Go buy stock, especially if these companies pay dividends, then you're getting paid for that. And again, I don't mean to beat a dead horse, man. You can go on YouTube and find lots of people. You can go pick up books and read these books, and you can see that a lot of these people are making tons of money just off dividends. They're not leaving. I mean, obviously they can go to work and make active income. But some people making $800 a month, some from dividends. Some making 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. You need to have a lot of money in the market in order to make that. But just imagine if you made an extra $300 a month just because you invested in some stocks. $300 a month. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't doing nothing but hey man, I took this, I invested X amount of money in this company, just bought a whole bunch of shares, blase. Now, your dividends, what you're making $300 a month just in that. That's all. And you're not getting out of your bed. That's it. Some people don't make $300 a week. That's not everybody. I'm just saying, but for me, if I can make an extra $300, a month, man, I'm happy. Now, I'm aiming for more, But if I hit, man, I'm celebrating, man.
Yeah,
I am. So
because that's $300 that you know every month that is coming in every month. Okay, we have a question, and I think I'm gonna let you answer this. The question is, what's the best bank out there? Also, what's the best bank to put money in when you travel abroad? This question is from Katina in the chat. She want to know what's the best bank out there. Also, what's the best bank to put money in when you travel abroad? Um,
that's a good question, man.
yeah, real good question. And I'm gonna just be perfectly honest with you, Katina. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna just be real with you. I just do not know. But what I will tell you is that you have to research the banks and figure out which bank and whatever banking account that you get involved in that it situates you in your condition or your living arrangement. So you want to research them and make sure that because you said what's the best bank to put money in when you travel abroad. So you're talking about traveling from country to country. Um, I don't know. I'm just being honest. I just would tell you, I would do my due diligence. I would research them and go from there. But Master, you want to take a stab at it?
Yes, I think you answered it perfectly in terms of what's the best bank. Even though I just said what I said about Wells Fargo, there's some people probably go to bat for Wells Fargo and be like, hey, look, to me, Wells Fargo is a good bank. That's not something that I would necessarily say. But for me, I like PNC. I have banked with quite a few banks, and PNC at the moment is probably one of the best for me because of their customer service and for the things that I have had the ability to do with them. Had open up certain accounts with them, et cetera, et cetera. So for me, I'm a fan of PNC, and I bought shares of the company, and it pays a $4 some change dividend. So not only do I bank with them, but I also own stock with that company too, and make money off of that. So just me saying that, but again, somebody else may say Bank of America, or somebody may say a credit union. Again, I think like you said, this depends on the person. In terms of what's the best bank to use abroad, me personally, I would say don't use a bank abroad. I am a big believer in anytime you shop online, anytime you are traveling, wherever, just use a credit card. Just use a credit card, because if someone gets your actual card, they can take that money out, and the bank may not refund you your money at all. They may not, and that's your money in the bank account. So they take that money, that's your money, and you got to call the bank to hope that the bank will reimburse you. Hopefully, they may reimburse you, or they may not. With a credit cards, they manage fraud better, because I want to say, and we've talked about this before, the credit cards is something called the FCBA. And basically, and I can't remember what year that it came out, but basically, when you have a credit card, if it's stolen or there's a fraudulent charge, I think your max that you may pay, I could be wrong, I'm just saying off the top of my head, the max you may pay is $50, and the credit card company will pay everything else. Because remember, a credit card, if you have a credit card and the credit limit is $5,000, that $5,000 is not your money. That's the credit cards company money. It's their money. So they're not gonna let somebody just steal their money. They want their money back. So for me, a credit card is much better. And also too, credit card, you use them, the credit cards help you build credit. A debit card, no matter how much you use it, it's not going to help you build any type of credit history at all. So yeah, and also with a credit card, you can earn rewards. So if you're traveling abroad, your credit card may give you some frequent flyer miles. It may give you like cash back, different things with hotels, et cetera, et cetera. Also too, I know the credit card I have, you have like a concierge service, so I can call them and get kind of help and trying to find certain things within a particular area, things for certain prices that'll help you book certain things. So yeah, for me, I would just say, if you're traveling, period, I would never, just me. I'm not saying which one is right or wrong, I'm saying what works for me. I will always just take my credit card. And if I lose that credit card, I would just call the credit card company. Like, hey, look, a car just got stolen, whatever it is. You know what I mean? So for me, I would much rather use my credit card, especially if I'm traveling abroad, especially if I'm shopping online, anything like that. I would use my credit card. I wouldn't use a debit card. That's my perspective. Again, somebody else may say something different, but yeah, I shoot for a credit card. That's my piece.
Yeah, and just add on, as far as traveling abroad, as long as you're spending American dollar right now, you're good because the American dollar is the currency of the world. So I would say, yeah, like the brother said, any bank is really good. I would in my world, I would say use digital currency. Like just me, but digital currency is not being used all over the world. But to me, it's the safest thing, the safest route to exchange money or currency is to use digital currency to me, but it's not accepted everywhere. So you can't use digital currency in and let's say in Ghana when they don't have it there, So but banks right now, the American dollar is the currency of the world. So as long as you banking with a bank that you can get access to your money no matter where you're at, then you're good. And like the brother said, a credit card, what they say, cash and cash used to be king, but credit is queen now because we're moving into a digital world, so you need credit. What is the best credit card company right now? I don't know. Whichever one. Listen, this is like I would. I bank with the credit union. That's why I bank. I bank with the credit union. I bank with multiple credit unions to be exact, right? So my credit cards come through my credit unions. I get good interest rate on my credit card. So I don't know as far as what is the best credit card company right now. Um, I I don't want to say. So I really don't know, Katina. I would I would say one of the major ones. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't want to give no false information. Pastor, you want to jump in because I don't know.
I would just say, it's again whichever one that really, really fits your needs. If you can have one that the interest rate is not crazy, ridiculous, one that offers you like different perks, different rewards, maybe like a concierge service or frequent flyer miles or whatever it is, anything to give you some type of like cash back, um, et cetera, et cetera. And then, look up some reviews on just different like credit cards. Yeah, that's the best thing. Just look up reviews because what may work for one person may not necessarily work for someone else. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, yeah,
Well,
that's my piece.
what I'm gonna do? Let me share my screen. Let's look them up. All right, we're gonna look them up. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna share my screen. Let me see something. Let me share my screen. Now I just Googled this, so but okay, here we go right here. It says as of 2020, major credit card companies, where it's just saying the ones that got the most cards in circulation. So this doesn't mean which one is the best or not, but American Express got the most cards in circulation, followed by Bank of America, right? Then Barclays, then Cap. Hold on. Hold on. I'm wrong. Hold on. I'm sorry. Chase has the most cards in circulation, followed by Capital One, then Citibank, then Discover, then Bank of America. So according to this, Chase has the most cards in circulation. As far as the best interest rates, I think, don't that go off your credit? Um, I thought it, I thought it went off your credit. As far as the interest rate, but oh, that's a good question, but I don't know exactly the ones with the best rate. So, Bettina, I hope that helped you. But as far as it seems like Chase has the most credit cards out there. Well, something that I wanted to talk about, since the brother had brought up, you know, the stocks, is it's not a video. It's just something I'm gonna read. It's a class called Gold in the Crisis class. Um, I'm 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 a I'm taking this class, but it's a Gold in the Crisis class, and it just talks about this Corona crisis and how is gold at the end of this crisis, and are you going to be prepared or in a situation to cash in at this golden end of the crisis, right? So it says, as a group, we have in um pro, pro, prophetical fashion talk about the political polarization of global uncertainty. Today, that time has arrived. At the conclusion of this coronavirus pandemic, we will have we will you have any money to walk into, or will you be thrust into extreme poverty? Poverty. How can we organize our families to be there for each other? Despite the optics and media propaganda, you can amass a great deal of wealth in this bear market, now offering gold in the crisis class. This class will prepare you with knowledge in regards to the housing market, stocks, precious metals, credit, and other streams of income that one can produce right now as a safety measure. Do not be left to scramble with the rest of the masses. Now, this is a brother called Brother Polite that is giving this class. He said, I'm too smart to be broke. And I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. But in this class that I just was showing y'all, um, he have been teaching and showing us how to buy stocks, and stocks when they were cheap. And we have seen all these stocks grow. So this is something that has been done in real time, and people have made money off listening to the brother in the stocks that he said to invest in. I see we have another brother that's just came to the show. I want to give you the opportunity to unmute your mic and say hi to the family.
Hello, hello, hello. Hey, this is Richard coming out of Arkansas. Sorry I'm late, but hey, just ready to join you on this journey. Thank you for inviting me.
Okay, I'm glad to have you. A brother, Windermere Lane put better get that chopper. He said you better arm up. You're right, brother. Um, in the times that we're in the uncertainty, you have to be prepared for all precautions. You have to be prepared. So you're right, brother. If you stay prepared, you don't have to get prepared. So a gun is also something that you need to be able to protect you and your family, especially in the times of uncertainty that we're living in right now, especially with everything that's going on. So I agree with you, brother, or sister. I agree with you. But back to, these multiple streams of income and, being financially literate. I see Master U is back. Was it something that you wanted to add on before you left, brother?
Nope, nope.
I wanted to add something on to the little gun piece.
Go ahead, brother.
Man, I've been recently looking for purchasing me a gun, and man, if you go in there right now, the prices are out of this world. So hey, once again, guns are an investment. They really are, and we can look at it like that also. But man, those things are very high right now. I just wanted to say that because I've been looking for one myself.
Well, that's what they do. In a capitalistic society, whenever you have something that is high in demand, the prices always go up. So that's what they do. Excuse me, I cannot stop yawning. So, but that's what they do. When you in a capitalistic society, they're gonna raise the prices on things to capitalize. But like you said, it's investment, and at certain times you have to bite that bullet to get what you want. To make that proper investment, right? And that's something also. Financial literacy is an investment. Financial empowerment, right? It's an investment because you have to invest your time to understand and become financially literate. You have to put forth the effort. You're gonna have those sleepless nights when you read in books or the trial and error, where you make mistakes, or you invest in something and it don't pan out, or you get behind on your bills or whatever, But as long as you set your budget and know your budget and allocate your funds, usually you can come out of this escape. One of y'all want to take over for a second?
You want to take it, Brother Richard?
Hey, just throw me some. I would really like to talk about Brother Polite and that program he has going on, and just how much does it cost? If you could tell me that, I got something I could really drop on top of that.
Yeah, okay. The gold in the crisis class is $99. It's and he done taught like for 10 or 12 weeks straight every Sunday. So for $99, he's been teaching for every Sunday. He been giving you classes.
One-time fee?
Yeah, one-time fee.
Okay. And so this is like what I'm saying about what we do and what we try to teach people. In the particular thing that I'm in, since it's about financial literacy, anything I do that's going to benefit my business, that I pay for, that's development, I can write off on my taxes. See, a lot of times, and you have to just know what to. Just trust me on that. That ain't a whole lot. $99, you can write off that class as a development class for your business. I just wanted to try to bring some value to this thing.
Yeah, and that's not to toot my own horn or nothing, but I'm gonna just tell you, if you took his class and listened to him, you've been made that $99. It's like he gave stocks to buy. There's still a couple right now that you can get in. Stocks that was $36,000, $72,000 a stock that went all the way down to $12 a stock with this coronavirus. So stocks now that you can get for maybe $51, $52, and they're going to get up to $2,000 a stock. I mean, but these stocks was 50,000, 60,000. So before the coronavirus hit, the stocks was like 8, $9,000 of stock. It dropped down to like $12, $13, and now the stock's already up to like $60. So even if the stocks don't get up to but $500, if you jumped in when they were $12, you're already doing good if you jumped in when they were 12 and it's already over 60. You know what I'm saying? Then the brother he went live with the Win stock, WIN. He told everybody that Sunday, in the class, he was like, listen, get Win. He said if Win go under a certain point, he said throw your children's savings into it. And then that Monday when the stock market opened up, he went live. He went live he was live on Facebook, and around 10 o'clock, Win skyrocketed. It went from like $18 to 50 some dollars, and it went from $50 up to almost $80. Now, mind you, the day before he told you if it go under a certain point, he said throw your children's savings into it. He said throw your rent into it. He said throw everything into it. He said if it go on, he said what he said was if Win go under $20. He said if it go under 20, throw everything into it. And that Monday morning it opened up, it was like 18, 17, or $18, and then it skyrocketed. It went up so fast, it went up, and the market crashed wherein the websites crashed. Robinhood froze up because there was so many people that was trying to, sell them stocks at that price. But what you do is you're supposed to set it up anyway that if you buy it at a certain price, if the stock reach a certain price, that automatically you want it to sell regardless, right? Katina asks, do colleges have stocks? Me personally, I don't know. They may have stocks. I bet you they do though, because they have boards. Oh no, they have donors. I don't know. About the colleges having stocks. Um,
Yes, they do. If I'm not mistaken, for-profit colleges. I could be wrong. I think if anybody has them, it would be for-profit ones. If I'm not mistaken, but other than that, no. Other schools wouldn't have it. You're looking at schools like any HBCU, or you talking about like Harvard or something like that. No, they usually get their money from like endowments or people, donating X amount of money to the school. Like you say, they may have boards or whatever, but that's at the most. That's the most that you would get. But yeah, there is some schools I can't think of the name of them, but there's I'm seeing if I can think of one called Go ahead. Somebody about to say something? Oh, I'm thinking the name of the school, maybe like UTI, Universal Technical Institute. That might be like on the New York Stock Exchange. That may be like one school, but if you're looking at traditional schools, most traditional schools, no. I think there's a school called like Chegg or something like that. I think that's also on the New York Stock Exchange. Yeah, but most of those ones that you see on the New York Stock Exchange, those are for-profit universities. So they're usually not one that's one of your old school type schools. So that's to my knowledge. Again, I could be wrong, but it's just me off the top of the head.
Okay, I'm asking you. Can you and Brother Richard handle? I got a quick phone call I got to handle.
No problem. I do have a question though, Brother Richard. Here's a question for you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
First of all, do you think this pandemic has changed the way? Do you think this pandemic will change finances altogether in terms of how people make money and how people spend money?
I know it has changed my life in terms of I don't move around as much. Uh, man, we got to look at the prices of stuff. How that has went up. It's been outpaced inflation. But really, man, like what me and Stuart do, and what we teach, man. If you're working, we show you how to get all the money on your job. And it's just real important that we learn how to teach this to our children because they're going to be working somewhere. If they get this cure or whatever, that, everything, them highways ain't stopped running full of them trucks. So we have to get a handle on the taxes, man. We lose so much money over the course of our life just on taxes alone. It's just ridiculous. And if we just understand compound interest, the younger we understand it and put $200 away a month as a 20-year-old, them kids get 50 years old, they have something. We gotta, I know it's fear on everything, but man, it's still millionaires being made in stocks and bonds. That's how millionaires are made. I want to do a program on what it costs to start a business, a brick and mortar business versus an online business. It will cost you so much money to open a physical building, and they not even opening right now. So why not learn about online? They got online marketers making huge sums of money, but a lot of us is looking at it like, oh, it's a scam, and a lot of them are. A lot of them are. I ain't gonna lie about that. But a lot of them not. And you have to get out here and get your kids involved and put together a plan. But we got a plan. We got a plan so simple. If you follow it, first one, get your money on your job. Second one, pay off your debt. Third one, learn how to invest. Fourth one, share it with somebody. It's just A, B, C, D. And this is what we're doing. We're educating everybody we come in contact with. He using me to help him. I'm using him to help me. And we're going to keep growing. Because, man, I'm telling you, man, all these years I paid taxes and really didn't save. None of it, didn't put 10% away and just didn't have no thought about it because I just didn't think about it. I was just living with my kids and my wife and just living on. But, man, we got to put this in our children, and there's a blueprint out here that's actually working that we're just trying to tune people into it.
Man, that's all excellent stuff, Brother Richard. And a lot of this stuff kind of goes back to the things that we, kind of talked about before in this program, specifically on Mondays in terms of like financial literacy. The things about compound interest, things about pretty much getting your kids on board in terms of like saving and investing money, et cetera, et cetera. These are the things a lot of times that we don't necessarily do. And if we do it, it becomes later in life. And don't get me wrong, even if you do it later in life, it's still great. I can't remember who said this particular quote, but there's two people having a conversation and asking, when's the best time to plant a tree? And the guy replied, 20 years ago. And so the guy laughed and he asked, well, when is the next best time to plant a tree? And he said, today. You understand what I'm saying? And so if you take,
right.
You take that advice, okay, you maybe didn't plant it 20 years ago, but from today, what can you do? And I know a lot of times, especially for myself, man, having financial conversation with yourself or your significant other, talking about your finances and looking at yourself in the mirror, it's not always an easy thing because you have to take a look and see where you are. Like, man, my credit is not where it needs to be. You may say, wow, I don't have any money saved. I don't. I got a job that pays me pretty decently, but I don't know where my money go every month. I have no idea. But in order to become financially free or to get to a place where you want to be financially, you got to start pretty much asking yourself those questions. And once you figure out the areas that you can do better in, you can make necessary steps to alleviate those problems and create financial freedom for yourself. And please be mindful, I am not rich, the goal is to be rich. And I have a plan that would allow me to do so. But also in the same vein, I also know financial freedom it may not happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? It may not. It may take me a period of time in order to get that. Going back to what Brother Richard was saying, the elder, he talked about compound interest, putting your money in a Roth IRA and, you know, steadily feeding that account $200 a month, even if it's $50 a month, if it's $5 a month, putting money over into that Roth IRA, putting money over into, you know, savings accounts, you know, a regular savings account in the bank don't really offer much money in terms of interest, but at least you're putting money up and you're starting to create some type of plan for yourself. Things we always talk about too, creating a particular budget. There's tons of places online. You can go to YouTube, go to Google, and say, you know, how do I create a budget? And Brother Richard, I want to say you and Stuart are in a program called My Econ. And again, I know for some people, you've all heard this stuff before. You may say it seems like we're beating a dead horse, but I can promise you, everything starts with these small steps. And again, Brother Richard, I'm sorry. What I was about to say, I know you and Stuart talk a lot about My Econ. And could you give the people like just a brief synopsis of what My Econ is and how it pretty benefit them in terms of financial freedom?
Man, I'll tell you my story of how I got involved with My Econ. And I believe because I'm doing my taxes right now. That's why this is really, really crucial, because right now I'm doing my taxes. And it was so easy for me to do my taxes because you have to know the process. But anyway, by 2015, me and my wife, we had 5 children, and my twins, they were about 17 years old, and they came off my taxes. Now, this whole time, that 20 years of being married, I was working and paying taxes and getting refunds like, you know, all of America. Well, when they came off, both of them at the same time, and I owed money, I was like, that really messed me up. And it dinged me in 2015, and then it dinged me again in 2016. Now, by 2016, I had a bill with the government that was now, you know, due, and it was affecting me. So I listened to somebody on the internet, a friend, that told me the only way I could lower my taxes was to have a home-based business. It wasn't getting a second job. It was nothing like that a person would think of. But I don't know what you think. I get a second job and make more money and pay off my bill. But that's not how it works, because they want a percentage of whatever you make. So I owed 2015. I owed 2016. I got in this business in 2017. In the first year, because I was in business, and we show you how basically it's $5,000 your first year of being in business. I can go into ROI, but I'm not going to bore you with that. That's the fun stuff. But anyway, I got a refund. So boom, I'm saying to myself, man, this thing is working. And now I'm finna let some people know that was in the same situation. But I understand when you getting that money and got kids, and you think you're getting something, and you just buying stuff. That's how I lived that whole time. But once the government, and it took the government to write me that letter that I owed them money from already working, man, I looked for a solution. So you got to have something happen to you that make you want to change. But basically, that was it. And this particular group, man, it was so much more. And I often say I prayed for a solution, but I didn't pray big enough, because when I got in this thing, it answered my problem, which was lowering my taxes. But I didn't know. Ooh, I just got some money, y'all, on my phone. Let me go. I'm sorry. But anyway, man, I'm telling you, man, you learn how to use these apps and you get these little dividends. This shit come through on your phone, and it's all a little blessing. So now I'm right here talking, and I'm seeing money on my phone. It's just telling me, Richard, you in the right place. How many is sitting right now and just got some money? I just did, and it's just the God's honest truth. But anyway, I didn't pray big enough, because once I got in here and I realized just using the system by myself, getting a little money, paying off my debts. And this is the funny thing about credit. I didn't have bad credit. I had bad credit, but I didn't have bad stuff on my credit. I didn't have no credit. See, so it's people out here with bad credit not paying it. I wasn't even that person. I'm trying to pay cash. I'm trying to save up to give my kids their stuff to go to school. I'm just doing everything, paying my cell phone bill. So now I find out I can write off my cell phone bill. Now I find out how I can get my car and go to the store at my mama's house, pass out a business card, tell somebody how to change their life. If they do it, great. If they don't, it really don't matter as long as I'm really trying to help people change their lives. And what I found, like I said, I wasn't dreaming big enough. Had I said, man, I want to make $1 million with this thing, I probably would have been focused on that. But if I do that with the help of people like yourself and Stuart, sharing this information because it's real, it'll be like icing on the cake. But the bottom line in what I've discovered and what I try to put into my own sons and daughters is they need to learn about their money. And I know that tax money is coming to them and they're getting it, but they're not doing the right thing. And if they just do the right thing with just that, they'll have $1 million by the time they reach my age. I can do the math. It's like once you know better, you do better. So I can't do nothing but tell. I don't have the time like they got. I got the knowledge. They can get the knowledge. I can't never get the time.
Man, Brother Richard, you dropped, man, good gracious, you dropped a lot of jewels on that, man, in terms of starting a business and things helping you out with your taxes. And one thing too, Brother Richard, I would definitely give you this, but you always bring it back. You talk about your family and wanting to put your family in a better position. That's something that we all want to do. But one thing I want to add on that you said is specifically, you said that you were dreaming too small. And sometimes I think we as Black folk, we get so complacent with just having we don't even want to be able to sit at the table and say, as long as I get in the building, I'm okay. I don't have to be in the big office. I don't have to be on the first floor. If I can just get in the building and be at the reception desk, I would be fine. But you have to get it to a point in your life. It's like, no, not do I just want to get in the building. I want to own the building. Matter of fact, I want to own this building. I want to buy the whole entire block. And that's how our mentality have to be. We have to stop thinking that we're less than and say, you know what, and I know I said earlier, making $300 a month in passive income is great. That it is great. But what I'm going to do now is I'm speaking in a whole different vein. So don't think I'm being a hypocrite or contradicting myself. But we have to be able to take the limits off our brain and not put a limit on yourself. The only limitation you have is the limit that you put because you cannot think or believe outside of the realm or environment that you're in. So you may have to literally change your environment. You may have to read some books. You may have to be around people who think bigger than you and allow those people to plant seeds and to plant knowledge and wisdom and understanding and their way of life and download their information into you. If you say, look, if I could only make $100, I'll be fine. No, say if I can only make $1 million, I'll be fine. Matter of fact, don't put a limit on it. You get what I'm saying? Why shoot for the stars when there's so many other things out in the universe? You get what I'm saying? Why shoot for this galaxy? Shoot for the next galaxy. Don't stop expecting mediocrity from yourself. Give yourself a higher standard. If we walk around here saying that Black is beautiful and Black power, the Black man is God. We saying all this stuff, but our level of expectation don't match that. And I am a firm, not a believer, I'm a firm knower that you get out what you put out. You get what I'm saying? The first law of looking at the axiom of Tahuti is the law of mentalism. Everything that you see present in this world first started within the mind of someone. That can go back to, if you're looking at Christianity, God, this stuff existed in his mind and he spoke it out. If you go back into to Kemet, I can't remember the name of God who spoke himself out of the waters of Nu and began to create things based off what he said. And he said what was on his mind. He birthed these things outside of his mind. So you have to be able to allow your mind to think more than something small. You did what I'm saying? Don't say I want to be like Michael Jordan. Say I want to be better than him. You get what I'm saying? That's my floor. My floor is Michael Jordan. Man, that's greatness right there. You feel what I'm saying? My floor is Michael Jordan, not my ceiling. That's my floor. That's what I'm gonna step on. But anyway, man, that's just me. I'm gonna get off my high horse.
No,
That's my
you right
piece.
on. You right on, brother. Because as a man thinketh, a man doesn't. So it's power in thoughts, and it's power in your thoughts and bringing things into reality. It's power in that, bro. So I'm with you. And when it comes to our dreams and our ambitions, you spot on. You spot on it, brother. So and I admire y'all brothers, man, because y'all be teaching me, trust and believe. And I try to say, the thing about my econ, I try to stay away from it sometimes. But the thing about my econ is it's the it my econ to me, it is right now, it's the vaccine for um um for black people when it comes to economics. This is our vaccine. This is the antidote. This is the cure. This is what we've been waiting for when it comes to being financially literate. Now, not saying that you can't get financially literate if you're not using my econ. Yeah, you can do it your own way. But my econ is a tool that you can use to better yourself. That's all it is. And I'm quick to say, well, if something don't work for you, you ain't got to keep doing it, right? You don't keep doing something if it's not working for you. Or if you decide, okay, well, let me try my econ out, but it's not working for you, stop. There's no obligation. You get what I'm saying? It's no, we sign you up for, you got to sign up for a year contract. You get what I'm saying? It's a month-to-month thing, but to each his own, and that's the way I look at it because I understand, you know, everybody don't think the way we think. Everybody ain't thinking about investments and long-term investments. We have the younger generation who just want to spend money right now. We was young one time and we didn't understand the whole concept of building wealth and preparing for our future at one time. But we got this information when we got a little bit wiser and older. But can you imagine somebody in their early 20s? Is this something they really want to be talking about? Is it something they really want to be dealing with? Or is their mind frame where I want to go buy me a car? Mom and dad, I need a car, and if it's my children, we budgeted. So like we budgeted, yeah, you're gonna get a car. But daddy's first car was a piece of crap. And so you can understand what it's like to get one. So daddy might get you one, but it ain't gonna be what you think now. Daddy might get you something that you gotta learn, man. You gotta learn like daddy learned. So but everybody ain't on this tip, brothers. That's all. That's my whole point. Everybody ain't on it. And everybody get to certain points and places at their own time. But we're gonna beat it in y'all. I'm sorry. But we're gonna because it's like like sometimes people be walking around and it's like they just know something that don't nobody else know. And it's like not so much you don't know it. It's more like, well, I ain't gonna say you don't know it. I'm gonna say maybe you're not applying it, and somebody else is applying it. And it's like I want to tell you, but it's like they itching to tell you, but they don't want to tell you because you don't want to listen. You don't want to listen. You know, so it's like, well, should I tell you or should I keep it to myself? You know, so it's a tough situation. But we're gonna put this information out here, man. And I know I'm babbling and I'm rambling, you know, but my point is we're gonna strive and put this information out here, man. It's like you got different factions of everything. Economics is something that we gonna get better at. And y'all can jump in. I really didn't want to be up here too long tonight. Just wanted to jump in about economics and see if y'all brothers had something y'all want to add on or take away.
Hey, did y'all see that Ice Cube has issued like the Black Man's Manifesto?
Nah, I haven't seen
No, I
that.
haven't seen or heard about it. Tell me about it.
I hadn't read. I ain't had time. You know, I come across a lot of information, but I'm gonna look at it tonight. But y'all look that up, man. Ice Cube has wrote an agenda that he wants us to follow. But I'm sure if you Google it, it's gonna pop up.
Don't worry, we're gonna get it right now. We're gonna find right now. What he said, you said let's see if this gonna get it. I know what he was talking about when he joined Charlemagne and Diddy against Biden. I remember that. But I don't see nothing about I don't see. I see what he June the 4th. No, I don't. Is this new?
Yeah, it's new. Let me see if I can find. I'm gonna go to my timeline because
Well, no.
I said the PDF.
What we'll do is we're we can save this for another show. We
All
can
right.
we'll save it for another show. But do y'all got anything else y'all want to add on about economics? For the empowerment roundtable. And I'm gonna let y'all brothers close out. I'm gonna let Rich, I'm gonna let you end the show tonight for everybody, all right? And I just want to thank everybody for taking the time out to watch the show. And remember, y'all, thumb up the video, like the video, share the information. And we all trying to grow. We just trying to grow, y'all. Remember, like I always say, don't work for your money, let your money work for you. And the best investment you can make is investing in yourself. Peace, family.
This Matthew is a great conversation. I just want to say one thing real quick, and after that I'm done. And I'm gonna say this up here, basically every day. I know we say a lot of stuff about Black Lives Matter, et cetera, et cetera. But one thing, all Black people, stop killing your own people. Get what I'm saying? Stop killing your own people. There's tons of stories out here now of Black people doing Black on Black crime and things. I ain't talking about what nobody white doing to us. This is a whole other conversation. But we first have to, when we talk about financial freedom, et cetera, but first you have to love not only yourself, but that love has to extend to your brother and your sister that's sitting or standing right next to you. You get what I'm saying? So stop killing each other. Stop doing that. That's not cool at all. It's not. All these young kids is out here dying, and I'm talking about young kids. Look at this, what happened in Chicago, these young kids. I'm talking about like babies, 21-year-olds getting murdered and killed. That's not cool at all. So I'm saying this because I'm a Black man and I want my kids to live, and I want all Black kids to live, and not just live. I want Black people to thrive. But we can't do that if we see each other as being an enemy. It should be collaboration, always over competition. And that's my piece. You can take it, Brother Richard.
Yeah, man, and I want to chime right on with that and bring it back to what we talked about the last call. If we can't put the message out, down the block, as men, we have to put that message down at our tables where we sit down and we really have our authority and have those conversations with our sons and daughters. If we can put it in them, man, we done did a heck of a job, because it's going to be really hard to reach those further away, and we need to try. But, man, at home for sure, that's where you definitely need to really put in some work. Let's have a great night, y'all.
Peace, family. We'll catch y'all next show.
All right, peace.
Peace.